Have the opportunity to get 2 sessions with hands-on museum staff doing locally connected environmental activities on 2 Sundays in the winter. And they're going to have an opportunity to participate in an art project with staff from Project SNAP, and we're going to be doing a couple of community cleanup and planting events. Everybody wins with this. Dr. Campbell, the school superintendent, was here as she was leaving as I was walking in just now, and assured me that the school is very excited about participating in this project. Starkweather Art Gallery is a participant, the Village of Romeo, and the Macomb Orchard Trails, and the Six Rivers Land Conservancy are all partners. You're going to be seeing and hearing much more about this project as the spring goes on. Even if your family is not one of the 20 participating, we are going to be looking for people to work with us on April 25th during the actual cleanup and planting events. We will be also rolling an environmental theme through the summer reading program. So the Romeo community is going to be hearing and seeing a great deal about environmental and ecological issues for the next 6 months or so, and we hope that continues through the rest of our lives.
Well, it's official. Programs that air on Channel 6 can now also be watched on the internet. So if you know someone who doesn't get Channel 6, please pass this information on to them. Go to our website and click the bottom screen. That's all you have to do. If you're looking for a job and can count, this might be for you. The U.S. Census Bureau is now hiring workers for the 2010 census. It pays from $8.25 to $17 per hour, depending on the position. For more information on how to apply, call toll-free 1-866-861-2010 or click www.census.gov/Detroit. They're also interested in bilingual citizens to apply. According to the Macomb Daily, State Senator Alan Sanborn is investigating the firing of Utica cross-country coach Bob Busquaert, better known in our area as Fast Bob, who was the coach until he went to Utica. Busquaert was fired for allegedly letting an 8th grader run in an 08 meet, and also for allowing a runner to drive a car without the parent's permission. Supporters of Bob have set up a Facebook network called Save Fast Bob, and as of last Friday had 800 members. Bob was a cross-country state champ in 1992, as well as an officer in the Cross Country Track Coaches Association.
Well, on a sad note, Romeo said goodbye to one of its favorite sons just before the holidays. Lifelong resident Jim Burke passed away December 12th. Jim was a retired Romeo school teacher where he taught for 30 years. He was a World War II vet and worked at Stony Creek Park as a ranger for many years. Jim started and also walked in every crop walk for 25 years. He was also very active in his church, and he will be missed.
And now, here's Paul with Bulldog Sports.
Thanks, Jeannie. The Bulldogs started out the new year hoping to grab a victory and start improving on the 3-7 season. But it was not to be as the Ice Dogs took on the Cougars of Dakota. Brad Rice scored the first goal, and then Johnny Tissio scored with 3 tiny ticks left in the first period. But that was it for the scoring, and the Dogs lost 4-2 and fell to 3-8 in the white division of the MAC. The next home game is January 22nd against the Lancers of L'Anse Creuse. The boys' varsity basketball team was off to their worst start in recent memory as they hit the road and took on L'Anse Creuse. Leading scorer for the Dogs was Spencer Schweik with 14 points, and Nate Freeman tossed in 13. Eddie Toit had 8 rebounds, while Steven Saliga blocked 8 shots. That set the stage for the Friday night classic as the Dogs returned home to take on the Dakota Cougars. Coach Dale Teller felt he had the Dogs ready for Dakota, but he wasn't prepared for what happened at the doghouse that night. Let me set the stage for you. With only 3 minutes left in the game, the Dogs were up by 7 points. But the Cougars kept clawing and sticking around with them as the clock wound down. Mark Morris sank a three-pointer at the buzzer to give Dakota a 63-62 victory. The place was going nuts during the victory celebration, but some action on the Dakota side caused the officials to call a technical foul for excessive celebration.
They're going to give him a technical.
This game may not be over, Tony.
It's not over. Got a technical foul. Great. This is awesome.
Oh, my. The coach for the Cougars is going nuts. I think his team's still on the floor, and that's a technical foul.
Yep.
How about that? They made one mistake. They did not keep their composure after the basket.
Then chaos reigned as Ryan Thomas was sent to the line for the Dogs to win the game if he made both shots. He missed the first and sunk the second that sent the game into overtime. The Bulldogs took advantage of the second chance and then won the game 77-71, and the Cougars are now protesting the call. On the girls' side, Coach Connie Herndon was hoping to make it a trifecta of wins for the Lady Dogs after the Christmas break, but it was not to be as the girls lost to Utica 62-38. Coach Connie told Channel 6 that just about anything that could have gone wrong did, and the team will have to play harder as they head into league play. They are 4-2 overall. In wrestling, the Dogs kept their weights in check even after all those Christmas goodies and racked up 2 victories in a MAC Red Duel meet. First to fall were the Big Reds of Chippewa Valley as the Dogs won 47-27. Next up was Lance Cruz, and the Dogs pinned them down with a 45-22 loss. Coach Jim Calley credited the boys for keeping their eating habits to a manageable level during the holidays. Then the wrestlers kept the wins going. They traveled up to Saginaw for the Black and Gold tournament last Saturday, and they took second place. They went 3-1 by beating Bay City Western, Rochester, and Bay City Central. The only loss was to Jenison in the finals. In the pool, the Varsity Swimmers continued to win as they also returned from the holidays with a MAC crossover victory against the mighty De La Salle. So splash up a Swim Dog victory 127-58. The Dogs are now 2-3 on the young season. Here are 2 things that kids love to do: eating mac and cheese and blowing things up. So now that I've got your attention, listen to this. I guess down in Texas, they're not as sentimental about their stadiums as we are. Remember the tears that were shed over Tiger Stadium? Well, the old home of the Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Stadium, just recently voted Kraft Macaroni and Cheese as the official sponsor for a cheddar explosion. Some lucky kid will get to push the button to blow up the stadium. Go to Kraft Foods' website to sign up, and maybe you'll be the winner who gets to push the button. Well, that's it for sports, Jeannie.
Well, Paul, that was a pretty cheesy story. Did you write that, or did Richard?
I think Richard wrote that. That wouldn't be for me.
No, you're more like apple pie, not cheesy. Okay, all right. So, for the entire Channel 6 News crew, we want to thank you for tuning in to Channel 6 WBRW.